And because I was the queen of Uniport, most lecturers are always putting their eyes on me. When we be sitting on the normal row, how people sit 2 to 1 bench or 3 to 1 bench, they will call my math number completely. I will act like I did not hear. Till they will use their own hand and say, is this not your math number? Go to the podium and sit down. That is where you're writing your exam. Just because I don't want to comply. Fast forward to what really happened that is in line with this story. Most of the times, it's not even every time we want to write exam, we bring out our bags, everything. You just hold your pen, then you wait for answer booklets to write. And I was in my final year. I dropped my bag because I was coming from weekend straight to the exam hall. That was on a Monday. So my toiletries, my makeup, and few of my clothes, naira, my white gold, just little things were just, but it's not like a normal bag that I would have used to come to class. It was like a weekend bag that I just came straight to the exam. That after the exam, I will now go back to my room. We were writing the exam. Before the exam finished, the hall was still even rowdy. I saw that same bag that lecturers were inside there, students were inside there, like more than 100 students were inside there. I was on the podium or altar where everybody's dropping their own bag. Before my very eyes, my bag disappeared and everything inside that bag was gone. Guess who saw the bag and was calling me? It was still that my ex-boyfriend. When I went out and saw the bag, they did not just steal the bag, they removed everything inside the bag and kept the bag upside down outside before they called me that I should come and see. I started crying. I didn't even have transport to enter back to my room. I lost everything. So the next thing that came out from his mouth, Queen of Uniport, I think you're in a final year. Then she just tell me that it was before there was something. No. That right now I am nothing. It's as if that bag like the stealing of the bag just ignited or activated something that he did. And he's coming physically to tell me this. This is somebody that we never had any issues with. We are not quarreling, only for him to be telling me this. I was like, what is all this? So some of my classmates were trying to console me and they were like, don't worry now, at least you can just pick the bag. I said, I'm not picking any bag. A bag that will remind me of the incident. No need, they've carried everything. Let them go with the bag too. So I cried and I left. When I got to the room, the girl he brought for her own manifestation that could not really do it the way they wanted her to do it, had also used another of her cloth to cover my same teddy bear. And who bought the teddy bear for me? It was still him. It got to a point that I could not manage it again. So I bought fuel and burnt the teddy bear. It's very expensive. That teddy bear is 4 times my school fees then. Because my school fees was 12,000 naira. That teddy bear was about 50-something naira. That is as big as I am. I'm not fit carrying. So I burnt it. Now, that exam that they collected all my belongings was my final year exam, second semester. I was about going back to my parents' house. And I told the girl that I'm going back to my parents' house. So school, you were not going to school. You say you came here for remedial. Remedial, no see. Class, you no go. Instead, you're acting weird. You sit down in the middle of the night and be looking at me or standing, doing somehow, using towel, cloths to cover my teddy bear, acting strange. I didn't just want to see, like before they get empathetic kind of mind though. I didn't want to embarrass you because I have human feelings. I have human feelings now too. People that have normal human feelings too. The ones that don't have human feelings, oh, I don't have a heart. Talk more of feelings. Feelings, where feelings died from the day manipulators started existing in my own life. So then I still had feelings and I said, I didn't want you to stay because you're strange. But not because of him, but because I pitied you. I allowed you to stay for these few months that I have graduated. I'm going back to my parents' house. So you go find your way. Her bag was just a school bag, school bag. That's all she came with. And she said, okay, that since I'm leaving, that she will leave. Before I left my room to where he was staying, to tell him that me, I started going now, I want to take job from the junction, she was already there. You know how you use rich here? I don't understand. Well, you have been acting strange. It's not the first time. So I'm leaving. I'm taking her. She said she will join me. She joined me. We entered a drop taxi. Before we got to Rumokoro Park, every of my belongings, my normal clothes, shoes, all those things did not get missing. Only my pictures, my picture bag, and my makeup purse was missing. I was not really mad. I was angry. Like few days or weeks ago, this thing happened during my exam period. And now again, the same thing, out of that anger. That's why I don't talk when I'm angry. Out of that anger, I said, nobody entered this vehicle apart from you, me, and the driver. And we have scattered the whole of the boots, the mask, everything. Even the man too, the driver was worried. Like he has not seen this kind of thing before. In fact, he's embarrassed. I became very angry. I said, anyone that took my picture or my makeup to undo me in any way or form must go mad. I said that person must go mad. Oh God, no talk again. Don't worry. How much is your money? I paid him and I left. When I was going back to school to do my clearance, few months later, I wanted to go to one UBA bank to pay some of my clearance fee and take it to the faculty and department to do my clearance. I saw that same girl being mad on the street, dirty, chewing bread and drinking pure water with dirty back of clothes, running mad. I could not stop. Like I needed to turn, even when the vehicle was, I was turning and looking at her. I said, God. So this girl was actually used. Now, what did they use those things for? That will be in our next story. How someone that has not seen you for years will still be calling you to say, I think your face don't scatter. I think you be fine girl, queen of many pots. That before it be something, now you be nothing, nothing, nothing. You are finished. Nothing good can come out of you and all that. Because in his mind, he has collected what he felt he can use against me. Or what is due me that was useful. He has collected it from me. But the story has not ended. Before I end today's story, let me give you one advice. Please, sex is rituals. Sex is a covenant. If you're doing it for fun, please let it go. And if you know you're not ready to marry, leave it for now. Look for another means to make money that is legit and help yourself, if that's the only reason you're doing it. Please. Because you can just be stranded for life, even if you had a great destiny. What you would have profited all your life, you're just losing it to 5 to 10, 15 minutes enjoyment. And because you're young and naive, you may not see or understand it that way. The story is to encourage you to persevere through legit means and leave sex alone if you're not ready to marry. Please wait. Please wait. Please wait. Not everyone will have the opportunity I have. Not everyone will have the opportunity to see things the way I later saw it. I saw it. It was almost too late, but at least it was not late yet. And that is why I'm bringing this story here to help others. So that you don't need to wait until it is late already. Start now. If you're between 18, 19, 20 to 23 and you're not yet ready to get married or settle down, then stay away from sex. It can also be vice versa, because there are ladies too that can be doing that to young guys to swap destiny or to make them useless. Please be guided. The story is to inspire you. The story is to teach you. The story is to open your eyes to things that probably you were not looking at or taking serious. That is the reason for the story. There are more from where this is coming from. So keep it locked here with the African girl story. I am Belema Afiesi Mama. That African girl with the divine ultimate mandate.